What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 90.
90.
Game Over, Game On.
Ooh.
Yeah.
90.
It's a good one to start this. This is a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, episode 90 of Game Over, Game On. Game Over, Game On is a conversation podcast where a few friends gather around a mic, discuss video games, geek culture, and all things awesome.
I was gonna do it with you.
And as always, I'm one of your hosts, Grant McClure, alongside Jacob Play.
Hey, what's up?
And long time first... No. No, he's been on before. We got Chris Deering.
Hello.
Hold on.
It's been
Can we edit in like a golf clap? Just,
a golf fap.
nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
Who doesn't like
Hey,
to
just
stand?
walk.
Who
Not
doesn't like to stand in the crowd of a golf tournament and just beat off into your?
I particularly like to masturbate with a fancy sweater around my neck.
Yes.
Not just cleaning my golf balls over here. No, I'm saying. Anywho.
Cleaning my real balls. So yes, we are Game Over, Game On. You can check us out on our website. It is GameOverGameOn.com. You can also check us out on Facebook and Twitter, all under Game Over, Game On. Our YouTube is hard to find. Just go to our website and just click on videos. It'll take you right there. Easiest way to find it.
We're working on that.
And that's it. That's about it. I mean, individually, you can check us out. I'm Brigadoon564 on Twitter. Jake is Maverick Hunter J on Twitter. And Chris is Arc Drac.
That's me.
That's all of us. So now that we have covered all the bases and all the formal shit, we usually started this out. Well, we've been playing, doing touch and feel and squeezing, but we're not doing that because this is a very special episode because there's something big going on in the video game world.
What is
and if you don't know what it is, then why are you watching this video?
What is it?
Maybe you find us entertaining. That's cool. Maybe we get you get your video game information from us, and I'm sorry.
Get your video.
That's very flattering.
Get
But
your video game jellies.
Yeah. So it's E3 2017. That's what we're going to talk about. That's what this whole episode's going to be about. We're going to break it down. We're going to go through the conferences. We're going to hit all the high points. Get in, get out. Wham,
Shovel
bam,
into
thank you,
some of
ma'am.
the low ones.
And skip. And we're gonna
there are plenty of low ones
Yeah.
this time around.
We'll hit all the high points, and we'll not skip all the low ones. We'll probably make fun of them, but we'll make it quick because
All right, how do you want to do developer and then do
All right.
the main console, the three main console releases?
we're gonna drop it like the way they fell into the ether. And first off, it was EA.
Okay.
It's the first one, and let's see. You know what they had to say? Sports. That's about it.
Sports, Battlefront.
Sports, Battlefront, and
Battlefront DLC, where you can finally play as a woman.
that's Battlefield. Battlefield 1
Battlefield,
DLC.
yep.
That, in the name of Tsar. Yeah.
The SAR.
The Tsar.
The Tsar, yeah, name of the Tsar. Madden 18's get a cool story mode. That dude from the FIFA game's coming back. He's going to do awesome in this one, too, because you're going to play as him.
And it all depends on you.
And that's about it.
And if you're playing the FIFA on the Switch, you're getting a watered down version of the
Yeah,
game.
it looks like crap. It looks like garbage. So
Yeah.
Let's take away the one part of sports games that makes them all appealing in my mind. It's like visually.
yeah,
They
graphic
usually look
fidelity.
So if you are some Neanderthal and you don't want to play Zelda, you don't want to play Mario Odyssey, you don't want to play Fire Emblem Warriors, you don't want to play Disgaea 5, you don't want to play Mario Kart, you don't want to play Xenoblade or all these other games,
And you buy a Switch for FIFA.
and you want to play
God.
FIFA.
I want to play FIFA on the train.
I mean, that's fair, I guess.
I mean,
I want to play FIFA while I drive.
Well, you can play you can play FIFA, and I'll play Xenoblade later this year.
I want to play FIFA on the drive.
And I'm driving. It's like not in the car.
Would be the-
that's terrible.
Yeah.
that would.
A lot of people would get hurt.
No, just that game.
Yeah, no, it looks really, really bad. It really does look really bad. I mean, if you play FIFA, that's cool.
I mean,
why would you get on the Switch?
I mean, if you're playing it on the go, that's cool. But I mean, I just listed off half a dozen other titles that are coming out this year that are worth your time. So
Yeah, I'm sure you get FIFA for the Switch for the go, and then you come home and you play FIFA on your Xbox One SX.
Get out of the
PC
car
or-
and then hook it to the TV, and you're like, yes, I can continue.
yes.
Thank God my battery was almost dead.
Okay. What I do without my portable FIFA?
next after that's all of EA. EA was me.
Just quick throw, real quick.
Oh no, the cool things that
Battlefront 2 didn't look bad.
No, it looked great.
Yeah, that was one of the high points that they had.
Yeah, they showed a good 30-minute preview of a battle and a whole like match and stuff. Really cool.
Yeah, it looks great. It's
There's
fantastic.
Heroes from all 3 generations of
And the world's prettiest ballerina, Darth Maul.
dude, he was wrecking shop in that video. He was that dude playing 35 kills, I think the guy had.
And spin,
Yeah.
super spin.
And spin.
But I don't think he can. Then they say he couldn't block.
Yeah, he can't block the
But he can jump across like half the map.
Yeah.
Right.
And I believe the BioWare game was also announced. The Anthem
Yes.
teaser.
We
was
couldn't
showed.
remember the name of it. It was
Yeah.
Anthem.
Anthem. Yeah, that was showed, and more was shown at Microsoft's conference or showcase. They stopped saying press conference, so they're all considered showcases now.
Is that why they brought out a Porsche?
So okay, yeah, Microsoft. First thing they do right off the bat,
Cars.
no, yeah, no,
Yeah,
was the first
technically.
thing.
it was Forza 7. Yeah,
Other than the hardware, yeah.
it was the Xbox One or the Xbox Scorpion,
The Bone X.
Now we know it's the X-Bone X. Yeah,
Yeah.
Is that a hardcore kid now?
X-Bone,
X-Bone X.
XRR, RAR X.
RAR. X-Bone X. RAR.
Acronym for this new system is Xbox. When you think
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. But the whole conference, everyone was talking about the price. They dropped the price. I don't think they didn't actually show the price point during the conference.
They showed it at the end. I believe.
$500.
$4.99.
$4.99.
And I think that's an excellent price for it.
For what they say it's capable of,
For what
and
you're
the
getting,
specs of it,
For what
it
you're getting,
is.
hell yeah,
Again, we need to see games.
absolutely, yeah.
Like they've always been weak with their games that are coming out.
Right, absolutely.
And
I just mean for the hardware that you're
it
getting.
looks awesome.
For what you're getting inside that box.
Oh yeah,
It's
you can't
worth
build.
the
You
price of
can't. You
entry.
cannot build a computer
For
that price.
As long as they've got their cooling right, it's going to be fine. But if that is fucked up, that thing's going to overheat real quick.
Oh yeah,
'Cause it's the smallest one they've got, and it's the strongest.
It has to. I mean, it makes sense to do the liquid.
Yeah, they
cooling
did
now.
liquid,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
hopefully at launch, no problems. I'm giving you full faith, Microsoft.
I want to see you succeed. I,
mean,
want to see every video game company succeed.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, more competition for Sony or Nintendo only means more games for us.
Yeah.
So, but at the end of the day, Microsoft needs to realize they're no longer competing with Sony. They're not gonna catch up to them.
No.
At this point, they're competing for second box. They're competing with this. They're primarily competing with the Switch.
and
At least that's the way I see it.
yeah,
I mean, if you have an Xbox and you enjoy your Xbox, you can play your games mostly on your Xbox. That's fine. But at the end of the day, I'm sorry, it just does not have the exclusives.
yeah. You can't beat the numbers that have already sold. I mean, you
Right.
just can't.
When you're being outsold 2-1, it's hard to catch up.
And I'm still going to say, they're like exclusive. Like they kept doing that exclusive.
Yeah,
Like,
they-
22 exclusive. I'm like, but they're also on PC.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I personally have no reason to buy one.
And their wording, me either, but their wording on their like exclusive or console exclusive, their wording was so fucking vague. Just tell if it's just say if it's
Yeah,
gonna be
is it
exclusive or not.
Is it a timed exclusive or is it legitimately console exclusive? And when you say PC and at Microsoft, or
Windows
in my
10.
opinion, Windows 10 and it's almost one and the same. Technically, it's still console exclusive.
You make our job of reporting the bullshit just that much more confusing.
You know
Yeah,
that there
it's-
was a drinking game based on their showcase that
Yeah.
you took a shot every time they mentioned 4K.
Yeah, anytime someone came out with a Blazer, or,
4K, 60 frames.
yeah.
You'd apparently be hammered by the time you're done.
Oh yeah.
Pushing that
I've got-
4K.
The two best games that I've personally played this year have been ports of last gen games. So do you honestly think I really care that your game's 4K 60?
No, I don't. I don't think 4K has actually caught on enough to the mainstream. For
Not
those who
really,
want
no.
a premium product and they want that tech and stuff, I'm sure they have 4K televisions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they have the OLED or the Ultra OLED or whatever, like the really expensive televisions because they can afford it.
With that $4,000 Samsung,
Yeah.
it's just like the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. But it's also $4,000.
Yeah, I mean, on the consumer market, the mass consumer market, 4K isn't there. It's getting close. So probably maybe by next year or something, we'll be there where 4K will be the standard.
Perhaps.
Yeah, but I mean,
I could see it, but
I have two 1080p televisions. I don't really plan on going out purposely and buying a 4K television unless one of those televisions break.
yeah.
And then I'm like, well, it's busted, it's broken, it's useless. I guess I will get a 4K television now.
And even then, for a premium, I guess quote unquote premium console, the PS4 Pro is $100 cheaper, and in the games it just has, they're just so much better.
Yeah, yeah. Well, no, it's $399, so $400, so it's $200.
It's $100 cheaper, and then you can go out. You can go out and buy a PS4 Pro, and then a copy of say, like Horizon Zero Dawn and Persona 5 for cheaper than you go out and buy the Xbox One X.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah, and those who are going to buy it, it's going to be cool and stick with the guns, and hopefully Microsoft will bring the games. Mm-hmm. I mean, they showed games at their showcase.
They did show
so
quite a few games.
We'll get. Yeah. I'm going to get into that. One other thing, all the accessories and stuff for the 360 or the Xbox One, everything's compatible with the One X, which is really really cool. So they go Forza Motorsport 7.
Right,
it's out October 3rd. I'm not a Forza fan. I like racing games, but I don't like.
I honestly felt like they were trying to sell that Porsche harder than that game.
I mean,
I felt like
the game looked pretty.
Yeah,
there was more focus on the actual car.
Yeah, if you weren't watching and you're just watching, if you did not watch it,
I think that's how every single system, like major system that wants to push hardware, goes. Like anytime they bring a new system out,
it's a racing.
They gotta show pretty cars.
But racing games do push the tech. I mean, they show
they
like because you can do atmospheric stuff and then just a bunch of light stuff,
and usually no character models. So it's not that hard.
And
it's hard, but not movable. People.
I know the Forza Horizon games have a large following, but I don't know about the regular Forza titles.
They're always pretty. They really are.
Yeah.
If that's what you want to play on your Xbox.
And then the only game that caught you by surprise is Metro Exodus, which is I guess a sequel to Metro 2033.
So that was the game right at the beginning, right?
Yeah,
the mutator because I was watching and it lagged out, and then I didn't get to see what the game was. And I was like,
"Yeah, Metro Exodus." Yeah.
Okay. I looked over at Holly. I'm like, "Hey, Holly, look, mediocre cookie cutter shooter 2030." And then I'm like, "Yep, there we go. Dark grainy, black and white and brown shooter from that studio."
Yeah,
great. Don't get me wrong, Metro's a great game, but again, not all that impressed.
I played, I think the first one when they gave away for free on the PlayStation for Plus one month.
That one and Metro Last Light they were really good. I played them on PC, got them on sale. But the like I said, I think I've said it on the podcast before. Any developer can do cookie cutter, black, white, brown, military, post-apocalyptic style shooter. I've seen it done before.
But everyone,
come on.
Yeah, everyone said something about Metro. The cool thing about Metro is that the story. Because I think, aren't they based on books?
Yes, they are.
Some kind of Russian books, Russian novels or something like that. I don't know.
Don't know.
They're based on some kind of book that written out for you. But then after that, Metro, I don't think they released date. I think it was 2018 or something. Then Assassin's Creed Origin, they showed like a big spiel of it.
Don't care. I'm so done with that series.
It's gone to more of an action RPG based thing. Like there's levels and you can.
How are you gonna have a drone in ancient Egypt?
They don't have a drone. It's an eagle.
It's a bird. It's an eagle. It's a hawk.
It's a hawk. That's basically.
I thought it was like a thing he threw. Is that?
No. It's like a hawk, and the hawk scans people, and very similar to like the drone in Wildlands.
I was gonna save it more for the Ubisoft part, but I think this Assassin's Creed, I don't really care for. That's a game that I'd spend $20 on.
I might catch it once on sale. Other than that,
for a franchise that was really like struggling there for a little while, like struggling to find its identity after it had annual releases for so long, I think this is a step in the right direction. I mean, they might be Assassin's Creed meets Prince of Persia, but I mean, it's still. Yeah. It looks like it's definitely a step in the right direction. I think it's going to revitalize and breathe some fresh air into it. Obviously, they haven't learned anything because before it even came out, we had like gold pass cards, and I was like, "Oh, so you're already planning DLC for this?"
Yeah, they had pass. Dude, there is a special edition that is $799 for that game.
Yeah, well, no,
there's only 900 of them worldwide.
No,
what is it?
It has like
is it the Assassin's Creed Origins more money than Brains edition?
I don't know. I just heard about it, and there's apparently like a lithograph and like a 20 2.8-inch statue of the main character. I don't know. I mean, it's
Who the hell is
Can you
buying things like this?
Successfully fuck that statue? Because
yeah. I mean, other than okay, so I'll probably pass, but that's just one.
Well, I mean, again, $20 in the value bin. That's Assassin's Creed.
needs to be like really shown that it's different. 'Cause I've played it. I've seen it.
It looks. I mean, to stick with it just a smidge more. It does look practically like just a slightly better version of things they've done before Assassin's Creed. And the game is supposed to be like, oh, we're pushing the Xbox One X to the best build. It looked like the same. It didn't look very good.
I think we've reached a point right now at graphics, and I haven't gone out and said this on the podcast, but I've said this before, especially before the Xbox One and PS4 just launched. And I'm like, you're going to reach a point to where you're not really going to notice the graphical upgrades that you saw, even going from the PS2 to the PS3 and the PS3 to the PS4. There's gonna reach a point where graphics just become stagnant, and anyone, again, back to Metro, and
because of the technology to maybe capture that.
Yeah, we've proven that anyone can make a shooter, anyone can make a game look realistic, but to show a game that has true art style, be it Zelda, Persona 5, Horizon Zero Dawn, games that look fantastic, but they also have a distinct art style and a look to them. Like, anyone can make a hyper realistic looking game, but to do art style, that takes real talent.
Yeah.
I will say, I think it was Microsoft's conference. Speaking of art style, I'm just going to throw it out real quick. It doesn't come out until 2018. There's a game called The Last Night.
Yeah.
That looks fucking cool.
Yeah, that did look really cool.
That was
weird 3D perspective with 8-bit, 16-bit style graphics with HD background mixed in. It was really cool.
That was part of the ID at Xbox. Their independent developer.
I got a
Xbox stuff.
really strong 3D game Dot Heroes vibe from it almost.
Yeah.
But that game is also on Steam. Like, it's not out yet, but it will be.
Which
on Steam,
I don't know.
which I'm very excited for.
They also,
If
like
they
I said,
say this is it was a console exclusive or console launch exclusive, like we were saying, it's really vague about their exclusivity. PlayerUnknown Battleground, which apparently is a big win because that game is tearing up Steam and people are loving it and playing the shit out of it.
Did I ever tell you that I bought that game?
No.
I returned that game.
Really?
within 2 hours.
Wow.
'Cause that's the Steam's.
Yeah.
I was like, played an hour and a half of it. I'm like, this game is not for me. Just drop in a bunch of trolley people, shoot each other, and you're like, cool.
that's about what I expected.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I immediately.
It's supposed to be like a
refunded the
1
game.
versus 100 kind of, but I guess it's probably if you get people who play it well, it's actually probably fun, but when you get a bunch of
But come on,
It's
Microsoft, do you really have the install base to try to be pushing something like that right now?
But it's buggy. Like, regardless if people are good or not, the game is buggy.
yeah.
You just look up fails. It's like cars just flying through the air.
There's a game, not Deep Rock, but I think this is a developer. We have State of Decay 2. PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds coming out 2017, sometime this year. State of Decay 2, spring 2018. I thought this was going to be awesome because Terry Crews came out, and I was like, yes, Terry Crews. Terry Crews.
Crackdown.
Crackdown.
Yeah, and it's that was Crackdown. Yeah, never mind. State of Decay 2. That's how similar they are. Then
That's the zombie game.
the zombie game.
Yeah.
That's like really weird, like inventory management stuff, right?
Once again, anyone can do a realistic game. Anyone
Yeah.
can do black, white, brown graphics, either post-apocalyptic or zombie. Come on, show me something new.
Yeah.
It's basically base building, survival.
Then that's spring 2018. Then they showed a game called Darwin Project, which I don't exactly remember off the top of my head, but it stuck out to me, and I wrote it down, and I do not remember exactly what it was, but I thought it looked interesting.
I'm going to go on a whim real quick and say most of the stuff that we're listing right now, or that you're listing right now, very rarely did we see gameplay of it. It was all CGI. Come on, I get it. You want to push your big teraflop system, your 6 teraflop system.
Yeah.
Let's see some gameplay from it. It was all CG. It was mostly CG.
Yeah.
Absolutely crap.
Yeah. Then
Unless you cancel it.
your $500 system, you know what you're going to be playing on it? Minecraft.
With
now
everybody
Yeah,
except PlayStation.
Yeah, with
Everyone except
everybody
Sony.
except for Sony. But now, guess what? Minecraft's in 4K, so you can really see those fucking
I
blocks.
can see it right now. Hey, how'd you get that cool Mario skin? Yeah, I'm playing it on the superior platform.
The Nintendo Switch.
I laughed because I was like, they're like the super duper graphics pack. I'm like, I remember that graphics pack being out like 5 years ago. Like it looked like that like 5 years ago on PC.
Yeah, so that's super duper graphics pack and
favorite. That's the one
unifying
you're
the
looking forward
world
to the most, right, Grant?
Yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna spend $500
So you can
on
play
to play
Minecraft.
Minecraft in 4K because definitely 4K high graphic fidelity is really gonna make those blocky ass pixels.
You're gonna buy it
look
twice. You're gonna spend $500, buy it on the Xbox One X, and then
How
you're
are
gonna
you-
buy it on Switch so you can play with yourself.
How are you going to explain to a consumer that this 4K up-res version of a game that's not even about its graphics, they never toted Minecraft's graphics when you could just... Oh, now I'm playing Minecraft.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, there's just no appeal in doing a super high-res tech pack for a game that's not even... that doesn't even have any graphic fidelity or anything, when you could just very easily play it on your TV or play it on the
on
go.
PC,
With
on your phone.
with superior content on it. I'm not a Minecraft guy, never have been, would rather play Dragon Quest Builders. But it makes no logical sense to try to push something like that when you could just play it on that.
Yeah. All right. So, Dragon Ball Fighters.
That's gonna
With
be
a
across
Z.
everything. That's gonna be on everything.
That has to be.
Yeah.
But that looked fucking cool.
It is a 2.5D and very like classic.
It was like a Marvel versus Capcom.
It was like Marvel versus
It's like
Capcom.
it's like
BBC
Blaze
game.
like Blaze Blue.
Yes.
Like, but I'm like, but it's Dragon Ball Z.
It's made by the Blaze Blue team.
I can
Yeah.
tell. It looks great.
But Xseed,
awesome.
right? Xseed makes the Blaze Blue games.
Dragon Ball.
No, XC doesn't make anything. They just port
Port,
it out. They translate
publish
for it.
and
They
stuff,
publish,
yeah.
They don't physically make
Dragon
anything.
Ball Fighter Z. I was like, I'm gonna buy this one.
It looks cool. It looks good.
It looks really good.
Then, which is actually kind of probably a big win for the Eastern crowd. I mean, for those who are trying to push the Xbox in Japan and China and all this other stuff, with Black Desert Online Console Edition. That's coming sometime this year.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it says console launch exclusive.
That should be a pretty good one. I mean, consoles can do MMOs quite well now.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 14 showed they could do it fine, and there are others out there that I can't think off the top of my head that also do the same thing. Oh yeah, Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah.
You're like, that's just it's not the system. It's just the game.
Yeah.
And the Artful Escape. I'm trying to remember what that is, and I don't know.
The
off
split
the top Of my
screen,
head.
the constant.
Yes,
split screen
from
game?
the that is
Is
from
that what
the
that's called?
Yeah, the Artful Escape from
I thought it was the Art of Escape.
the art. Yeah, the
I
Art
could
of
have sworn
Escape.
it was called something else.
It's the Tale of Brothers or the Tale of Two Brothers or
Yeah.
whatever developers, right?
God, what the fuck did they call that? I got it.
All right, fact checking.
Yeah.
Old Googles. Maybe I'm mistaken. Well, we'll skip that for a second. Code Vein. They showed some of Code Vein, which is the anime style
Again, across
Dark
all
Souls.
platforms.
Yeah.
So it's
And then they showed Sea of Thieves, some more of it. I'm like,
Year of the Pirate.
okay.
I could see Sea of Thieves being fun with friends.
Okay, so no, it was...
Yeah, absolutely. I can too.
what is it? I don't know. I don't know. Chris is doing it, looking it up. I'm trying to remember
Yeah,
exactly what it is. It's not it.
It's not the game you're thinking.
That's
but-
it.
but is.
The Artful Escape is with the kid with the guitar and stuff doing the platforming stuff.
That looked really
Oh,
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it was.
I'm trying to remember what that fucking game
Code
was.
Vein, Sea of Thieves, and then they show that's early 2018.
Cuphead finally got a release date.
Yes,
Yeah,
Tacoma.
Was it September 28th?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I think.
Again, also
September
on Windows,
29th.
which makes me excited because I've been wanting to play that game.
Right. It looks really cool. I mean,
And it's coming to PC, correct?
I love. Yeah. I
Yeah,
love
so-
old school platformers. I love Mega Man. I
love the work of the art style.
Yeah, the art
There's a
style
lot
is really,
of
really
work
cool.
into that.
Hopefully, it kind of revitalizes a dead genre like Shovel Knight was doing.
Yeah. So
Still
Anyway.
doing.
Tacoma,
They've still got more stuff coming
Tacoma
out.
got a release date. It's August the 2nd, or August, I think. Is that a 2 or a 7? That's the second 2. August the 2nd. Then Super Lucky Tale, which is November the 7th, is the same day that the Xbox One X releases.
And Nicole was like, "That looks cute."
Oh,
Like,
it looked
And Crackdown 3
looks
also
awful.
has the same date as
Xbox
One launch.
Cuphead. They showed Cuphead September the 29th. If you don't know what Cuphead looks, it's what 1950 style
yeah,
or 40 style.
cartoon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
looks
the-
really cool.
Steamboat Mickey.
Yeah, Steamboat Willie.
Almost in the same vein as this Contra in the way that
Yeah.
it's co-op multiplayer on screen.
Aren't you trying to fight the devil in that game?
In what game?
In
Cuphead.
I
think
know.
I think
I don't
you're.
know. It looks insane.
Kind of hope so now.
It looks fucking dope. I want to play it.
And then Crackdown 3, November the 7th, 2017. That's the one with Terry Crews. I'm like, oh, this is cool. I am not a huge Xbox fan, so I didn't play any Crackdown.
When they first showed off that game, they were going on and on and on about how you can blow this up, how this was destructible, how smart this was. Didn't see shit about any
Showed
of that.
none of. I saw
Showed none of
You
that.
could have at least ended it with like a building falling that you make fall.
Right,
You know, like,
but-
see what we can do. But
There's more destructive environments in Battlefield 3.
Yeah, but the amount of destructible environments we saw in that trailer, none. And for them
I
to
saw a bridge.
oh well, I guess that. But for them to tout that as much as they did during the initial reveal and not show any of it,
Yeah.
they just showed a CG trailer, much like the rest of their press conference.
Rethink how you boom or something like that.
Yeah.
I was like,
I feel like they should just go play Just Cause 3 for about 60 hours, and they'll figure out real quick how a game does its destructible
have you,
environments
it's
correct.
like, have you ever
Have you
hooked a cow to a car as it passes? That's fun.
right.
Then they showed ASHEW. I cannot remember what that is. These are a few of the indie games that popped out. Then Life is Strange Before the Storm, August 31st.
Yeah, it's big for them.
Yeah.
That's huge.
I don't think it's console exclusive. It's going to come out in PC and everything.
I
so.
think it will too.
Yeah.
Like I said, like a lot of this is still like it was on the Microsoft showcase, but it's not Microsoft exclusive.
Yeah.
And even now, right now, as we're recording this, and we still don't know what's exclusive
Yeah,
to their system
yeah,
because
not
they were
exactly.
fucking vague as all get out about it.
Yep. Shadows of War, they showed it October the 10th. They're
Which
like,
looks
it's still
great.
It
the
does.
sequel to the greatest Assassin's Creed game ever made, and I mean Shadow of Mordor. It is the best Assassin's Creed game
Yeah,
ever
because
made.
it's Assassin's Creed and Batman Arkham together, and it's
But to call
great.
it that is such a great injustice, such a great fucking game.
It is it's a good game.
really
Even
good.
if you don't like fucking Lord of the Rings, then you greatly enjoy.
Then,
greatly enjoy that game.
Ori and the
Assist system. Very good.
And they're expanding upon it and perfecting it. Oh god, can't wait for that game.
and also the sequel to Ori and the Blind Forest, Ori and the Will of the Wisp. That also they showed that, and then last they showed Anthem, more of BioWare's game, Anthem.
Right.
Which Microsoft showed, I was like, oh shit.
It looks really cool. BioWare doesn't. They have a really good track record, but as of late, it hasn't been going so well. for
No,
them.
but this team, the team that's working on Anthem, is the original Mass Effect team, like the OG Mass.
I was gonna say that team doesn't exist anymore. Most of them left.
Well, this apparently it's supposed to be. I don't know. I don't know the details on it. But
I don't know. I'm
That's
not.
what I
I'm not
heard.
trying to debate. I'm just like
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that team moved on. It's like saying
I know one of the writers went to write some stuff from Destiny, and
yeah,
So
yeah.
yes, it looked great because you're in the sky, then you can go to the air, and then you can dive under. And I'm just wondering, when is this game coming out? We'll see it in probably
cool.
2019.
Would be genuinely surprised if that one was Xbox exclusive.
Yeah, with it being BioWare. Yeah, why would you a game that big with that probably the amount of money and time you've put into it? You probably want to diversify your market share by putting it on 3 consoles.
Do you think?
PC, Xbox, and Sony? But
Do you all think that Microsoft was successful in pitching the system?
no.
They didn't sell me like anything that's coming out for it exclusively, like we've said. I mean, like, Windows 10 and Xbox One X. I'm like, well, I've got Windows
Right.
10, so why sell me your wares, sir?
Yeah, I
You
mean,
didn't-
and you know they're going to have to down res it if they develop a game strictly for Xbox console, and then they're like, "Oh, we're bringing it to PC." That you know that it's going to be made, the lesser system. It's going to be made for Xbox One S, because they don't want to compromise or divide their fans.
I think if you're a fan of Microsoft, you're a fan of Xbox, they showed off a lot of really cool stuff for you.
Yeah, to buy like
Absolutely.
as a fan of Sony, I was like, I wanted a PlayStation 4 Pro because I wanted my stuff to run faster, to look a little better, and I just like Sony. The price is right, and I had the money, and therefore I went and bought a PlayStation 4 Pro. But if I was a Microsoft fan and I saw the One X,
Well,
I probably would have been like, oh shit, and I probably would have went and bought that.
If it makes any sense, I mean, the only other system I wanted to buy is a Switch, and that just got concreted within the last 3 days.
right. It's
That's cement now. Like, I want a Switch.
Let's say hypothetically, Grandma B brings a little Timmy No Life into a GameStop, right? And little Timmy
Let me hear the roar.
and little Timmy No Life is torn between the Xbox One and the PS4. How could anybody suggest the Xbox One over the PS4 at this point?
I don't know, unless the person who's at the desk of GameStop is
do you really
fanboy.
It's do you really want to play Halo that much? Do you really want to play Gears and Forza that much? I personally don't. If that's your game, awesome.
Yeah.
But I don't think Microsoft has done a good job of getting people who don't already have Xboxes to go ahead and go out and buy one.
Yeah.
They haven't really done
They
anything.
miss their system seller. Like, they don't have one.
Exactly.
No, unless they drop a bomb from left field and out of nowhere.
Too late.
Yeah,
E3's done for him.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's Gamescom coming. There's more, but
I mean, Microsoft has never really had a presence at anything other than E3. It's just the way they are. Their main console markets right here in North America,
Yeah.
and then to go to Germany for Gamescom and the Tokyo Game Show.
no,
and all
they
that's
they
going
usually
on.
do Gamescom because Sony has decided to not do Gamescom because they have their own conference now.
Right.
So they have the PlayStation experience. So instead of adding another,
I felt like both Microsoft. Actually, this is across all press conferences, not just Microsoft or Sony. They don't have the resources or really the install base to do what Nintendo does with their directs, because they came out and they act like they were half-assing it. They acted like they were really, especially as far as Bethesda and PlayStation were involved, they act like they were really bored. They act like they didn't have all that much to show. They act like they were already, okay, we are who we are. We're already winning. We're already releasing quality products. So here's this.
yeah,
You don't do directs or anything like that once every 3 months to keep your fan base interested. Usually you have E3, Gamescom, your personal event, and then Tokyo Game Show.
Yeah.
Those are the events that you go all out on. You don't have the privilege of going directly to your fan base.
yeah. All right, we'll move on. We're gonna try to go through and then we'll say our final pieces through here, and we'll reiterate as we go.
There's a lot to say.
Yeah.
A bunch of ADD motherfuckers talking.
Ubisoft was next. They showed Mario and Rabbids.
Bethesda.
Oh yeah, I watched Bethesda later.
Oh, you're fine. We can do whichever one you want.
So no, Bethesda's short. It was short, sweet, quick, to the point. Bethesda showed Bethesda VR. Mm-hmm.
We knew that was coming.
Yes, they showed Doom MFVR. So I guess that's virtual fucking reality. So that's a throwback to Doom and the big fucking gun, the BFG.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which looked really cool.
It did. It looked better than Fallout 4 VR. Fallout 4 VR was like, meh.
Is Fallout 4 going to be the next Skyrim where they just milk that for the next 6 years?
Probably. I don't know. So they showed those VR games. And then they also showed something called Creation Club coming to Fallout 4, which you pay money and you get content and mods and stuff that are actually made by people who work for Bethesda.
They've tried that before.
So
Yeah, that didn't go so well the first time.
They showed Elder Scrolls Morrowind. They showed some of that shit. Sweet.
You remember that MMO that you played and hated? You remember the MMO that your friends played and hated? Well, now we're going to try to tickle at your nostalgia strings just a little bit to try to get a little money out of you. That's what Morrowind is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, sticking on Elder Scrolls, they showed Elder Scrolls Legends. It's a card game. And then they're like,
Hey, do you not-
Heroes of Skyrim's coming out too.
They're like, hey, do you not like Hearthstone? Well, if you don't like that, you probably won't like this either. So
Then they showed Skyrim Switch, and you can scan a Link amiibo, and you get the Master Sword. and the Hyrule Shield, and I was like, that's the only cool thing about it.
I mean, that's
I'm just done.
cool.
I've played enough Skyrim.
Yeah.
Not to say Skyrim's bad. I've just played enough of it.
And then
I
they
think that's the
showed
general consensus.
then they showed Dishonored, Death of the Outsider, which I don't know if it's a new game or a very, very big standalone like story DLC or something like
What, like a
standalone.
DLC for 2?
Yeah.
You're talking about for Dishonored?
Yeah, it's Dishonored, Death of the Outsider. It's like the guy
it's a
who gives you the
standalone
powers
DLC.
and stuff. Yeah,
From what I saw, it's like its own physical release and everything.
yeah,
Well,
well,
is it like
weird.
a Blood Dragon?
possibly.
Yeah, probably.
But it comes out 9/15/2017. Quake World Champions. They showed that you can join the beta at beta Quake or at Quake.com.
You know what's funny is I've
And they're-
actually done that.
You did?
Like I've done that like a month ago,
yeah.
and I was like, I'll check it out. But then I psyched myself out because I'm like, these people.
There is a $1 million prize for the tournament they're going to hold.
I was like, these people will murder me.
Yeah.
And like,
Just
I
just try it. Just give it a whirl.
never tried playing Quake, and I know it's like one of the fastest twitchy shooters.
Yeah, it is.
I'm like, so where's my W? Oh, I'm dead.
Then they showed Evil Within 2, which is really great. It looks
Awesome.
really good.
Yeah, fantastic.
I didn't expect it. Honestly. I was like, oh,
And the
that's kinda by
release-
surprise for
yeah.
me.
Really?
Oh, I knew it was coming out.
I was gonna say,
everyone's been
Well,
talking-
I haven't even looked into Evil Within, and
Okay.
like, so I was like, oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
I didn't expect
It
them to
looks
do
good.
a second one.
It looks really cool. I actually might check this one out because the first one, apparently, you have to play the first one to play this one. Because the plot is, the story is somewhat intertwined, but also apparently the first one had the most convoluted, like crazy bullshit story plot anyway. So
I've got it sitting up on my shelf, still sealed. Haven't played it yet, so
maybe it'll be an opportunity for you to play it. Maybe
not.
it comes
because
out Friday the
2017
13th, October 2017. That's the release date. So that's cool. That's a cool
That's
release
cool.
date. It's a
What was
horror
it-
game.
What was the day?
October the 13th or Friday the 13th,
in
Okay.
October.
2017.
Yeah, you
I,
get a little time to play it before Mario Odyssey comes out.
And then what do you guys say?
Well, are you still on Bethesda?
Yeah, lastly, Wolfenstein, the new Colossus, looks really cool. BJ Blazkowicz is back. He was in a wheelchair. His wife's pregnant. It's crazy. It's bad shit. She's stabbing Nazis. There was this part, they showed a part, you in the beginning of the game, I think, because you wake up from a coma or wake up from the doctor, and you're in a wheelchair, and they're like, they found you. And you're shooting people with an Uzi while you're in a wheelchair.
Nice.
And I'm like, this looks incredible. I'm pretty stoked. Yes.
The games that they showed look fantastic. I mean, we kind of knew
Yeah.
that those two were going to be there. We just kind of expected those two to
Yep.
be there. Was not expecting them to come out and just kind of half-ass E3.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, it was one person out on stage. They said, "Oh, now here we go. We're going to show some videos." And that person didn't even walk back on stage. They literally could have done a Nintendo style direct because that's all
Yeah.
it was. It was all video on the overhead. That's all it was.
I'm going to quickly throw in my favorite press conference.
Devolver Digital.
Devolver Digital.
Chris hasn't watched it.
I can't remember any of the games they talked about, but I know I had the most fun watching.
They had a game called, it's a 15-minute video. I highly recommend go watch it.
Basically, it's just them being like, hey,
Making fun of E3.
like we're Devolver
Nice.
and we're fucking weird.
Yeah. So like we
Beautiful.
have a thing called Screen Pay, and you literally throw money at the screen, and the guy's like, oh yeah, cool. And then he gets his hand stuck in the screen, and then he pulls his hand out, and it's
fake
gone,
blood.
and it's spraying blood,
blood
everywhere.
And the chick's just standing there like
Yeah, just smiling.
covering-
Yeah. And
the chick's just like, you shut your fucking mouth.
just watch the Devolver. They showed some game called Ruiner, and then they had they
That
showed
was-
some serious
Ruiner
Sam.
looks actually
Yeah,
looks really
Ruiner
cool. It
looked
reminds
really
me a
good.
lot of Transistor,
Yeah.
but like
I love Transistor.
like a lot of a bit more free movement and crazy weapons.
Yep. Then that's Wolfenstein was Bethesda. It comes out 10/27/17, so it looks really good. All right, we're gonna move through Ubisoft. We are looking at Mario and Rabbids.
And this is
Battle Kingdom.
arguably the best press conference at E3 this year,
Well,
in my opinion. And
it was good. It really was
Yeah.
good.
it was better than anyone else's. I don't count Nintendo's because it's not really a press conference.
That like Mario and Rabbids
Looks
seems to
cool.
be the only game that I would probably play out of what they showed.
That's understandable.
Yeah. Then
Not to say that their
I mean, do you
games
want to talk
looked-
a little bit about Mario, or do you want to hit it real quick? It's an RTS kind of like puzzly game.
Right. Yeah.
It looks really interesting, actually.
I could care less about rabbits. Truthfully,
Yeah,
I'm sure.
fuck those
I'm sure I speak for all of us.
Stupid. They're as bad as Minions.
Yes.
There's 2 terrible things I hate. Well, 3 terrible things I hate. Minecraft number 1. Minions and rabbits. They fight back and forth for the 2 and 3 slot.
It's not rabbits at all. It is like the game looked fun.
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
Looked fantastic, actually.
Which is what it's all about, right?
Yeah. They showed more of Assassin's Creed Origins, of course, because it's Ubisoft.
Again, the game looks good. If you're a fan of that series, it looks like Europe did it some good.
I will probably check it out after it probably drops in price in a little bit later.
Like I said, that $20 value bin, man.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Now, let's not forget our favorite game.
The Crew, they showed Crew 2, and I was like, for a racing game where you get to do boats
that actually looked pretty
and
fun.
motocross and airplanes and stuff, I'm like, this in cars. I was like, it's
Don't
kind
see
of cool.
don't see games like that anymore, do you?
No,
I was gonna say our favorite game was For Honor with boats.
Skull and Bone. We'll get to that. South Park Fractured Black Hole. They showed that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one actually. Yes, of course.
They showed that. They're like, hey, it's coming out. It's still coming out in October. They just want to say that.
If it's half as good as that first one, then yeah.
Then they showed.
we all know it's
They
gonna be
showed the
funny.
game.
Yeah.
They showed a snippet of Shia LaBeouf, not Shia LaBeouf, Elijah Wood, and a VR game that they're working on.
Looks insane.
Called Transference.
Transference looks really
Yes,
cool.
it looks really, really weird, and they didn't show anything about it. They just did some weird.
You know, honestly, I'm pretty. I don't even have a way to play that game. I don't have a VR.
Yeah.
If it's a VR exclusive, then I'm fucked. But that is that going into like, well, let's try something different.
Yeah.
That looked extremely different.
It looked weird but cool. Then they showed For Honor with boats, Skull and Bones.
I mean, I really don't have anything else to say about it.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I mean,
is
I
what
don't
it
even
is.
think you can get off the boat. Really, like you can board other boats.
I think it's you don't even get to control your characters. Like it's a cutscene. You did the thing. You get back on your boat and you're like, haha, we took your loot.
Yeah, and then there's like krakens. There's krakens from the sea.
It's a strategy game. I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah. Then Just Dance 2018 came out, and I was like, all right, cool, Just Dance, all right.
Next.
Yeah.
That chick's-
And then they showed.
she started singing, and I was sitting there. I was like eating chips. I was like, flat. You're flat.
Not that ass though.
No.
It wasn't flat at all.
Not at all.
No flatness there. That's the only. I was like, this is
silent-
kind of worthwhile.
Do you see where that's Nintendo's tool to success is to put asses in their games?
Yes. I still a Jake about that.
Zelda's got an ass. Twintel has an ass.
know how to sell it.
Yeah. I think that's what sold Overwatch.
Welcome to the modern
Besides
age.
being actually a good game. Overwatch is a good game.
I just don't play it anymore.
You got that ass. You got that booty though. So then they showed a phone game, South Park Phone Destroyer.
Next.
I just love the way it ended. He was like, "Phone Destroyer."
It was like we're gonna play Cowboys and Indians, and then it was like
Will I play it? No, because I do not play phone games.
I will probably check it out because I like South Park. But if I have to pay any money, I won't because I'm a cheap bastard.
The majority of my phone games.
Then they showed Starlink. That's where Starlink is.
Oh yeah.
The little toys that
Yeah,
connect to the.
I was like,
controller.
that's kind of cool.
It's kind of cool, but also, I'm like, yep, you were gonna milk the fuck out of this, and new
Rockets, and I
New
bet they're
ships,
like
new
if they're like
shit, new
$5 or
parts.
$6. I was like, no, nope.
It's like this is gonna be worse than like Amiibo
Or Skylanders or stuff like that. Yeah. It looked cool. I mean, the 10-year-old child in Grain, it was like, oh my god, it's space and guns and pew pew. Yeah, No Man's Sky, which it should have been. No Man's Sky should have
I
been.
want to build a ship on my controller.
Yeah, that's it. I thought it looked cool.
The idea is neat and campy and stupid all at the same time.
Yeah. I might give it a check out, but I'm not going to spend any money. So, Steep, Road to the Olympics.
Next.
Far Cry 5.
I mean, it's
we've talked about in length on this show.
Yeah, we did. Great.
it's controversial. It's pissing people off, so that means I'm all for it.
Yeah, Jake had a good rant.
Yeah,
it's
it's
good.
great.
Go check that episode out. It's called "You've Got Jesus in My Video Games." That's what it's titled. Go check it out. You can check that video out on GameOverGameOn.com.
Just remember, game publishers. You can publish whatever game you want.
Freedom of fucking speech.
Whatever game you want, as long as you're not shooting white Christians.
Yep, we said that before. Yep, we said that exactly.
Any game you want.
There was petitions about changing them to Muslims, and I'm like, no.
That's racist.
Yeah.
Now,
So white people can't create a game about shooting white people.
to avoid episode that we've already done, I always like Far Cry. It's usually pretty similar between each.
It looks
game.
like they showed like
But this one,
the trailer started so good, so strong. He was singing like a gospel hymn, the main character, and he had the Bible and everything, and he just was holding up guns, and I was like, this is cool. And then it went into really weird Far Cry mode where it's like, hey guys, I got a sniper rifle. Here's my buddy. He uses dynamite. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I don't know. But it's Far Cry.
Well, it's not Far Cry without
Ridiculous things happening.
Yeah, some ridiculous, over the top, villainous figure just completely driving you insane.
Yeah.
I see they took some of the pets from Primal. The idea of that, so you can control the dog. Not
Nice,
control,
nice,
but you
nice.
can command the
Yeah.
dog.
All right. So before we get to Nintendo, we have. I know they did a PC one. I did not watch it.
I didn't
don't
either.
know what
I
they
actually didn't either.
announced.
Usually
I don't know.
it's not worth your time.
Yeah,
Past couple ones.
Roblox. Roblox. You know, there's a
We're doing good on
There's a fidget spinner Roblox mod. You walk around with fidget spinners. Next.
Yeah. Next.
Next.
So, Sony.
Oh boy.
I'll see. I guess you can call me a fanboy. I don't really care. I just really like Sony, and they're doing some good shit.
I'm going right off of the first game they showed. I'm going back to what you said, like at the very beginning of this, it's like brown gray.
But there was color. There was colors though. It was Uncharted, Lost Legacy.
Right.
Oh, I was thinking of Days Gone.
Yeah. Well, the first thing they showed was Uncharted and Lost
Yeah.
Legacy.
Yeah,
if I
you-
recall.
They're fucking sitting there, and there's bongos, and a motherfucker's playing like some weird kind of flute ass shit.
Well,
and there's waterfall behind them. And you're like, what?
They did
the fuck
something
is
similar
going
with
on?
Experience, and
Yeah.
they did the people who did the God of War music.
Yeah,
in
no,
the front
that's
row.
they did the orchestra. That was last year. Last year had the orchestra playing the God of War theme. It was all live music. The last year was played all the theme songs and stuff. So I guess they're like, we're gonna top this. How are we gonna top this? Waterfall indoors and a motherfucker playing a didgeridoo.
Next year, face waterfall.
To start off as it did, that was probably their worst show of the modern generation. Let's just go out. And
Oh,
say
yeah,
it.
no,
That was-
I mean,
that
it
was
wasn't-
probably their worst show.
It was okay. But it wasn't like last year.
They
Last
had-
year was fantastic.
They had one individual on stage,
Yeah, that's
And-
what they did last year.
and he looked bored.
Sean Layton.
Yeah, he looked uninspired, and he looked like he didn't want to be there.
Oh wow, what a trailer!
Yeah, he
Next.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I mean, they gave me what I wanted. Games.
Yep, and that,
Games.
that was
Games.
they were able to do that. Games.
Maybe-
But whenever he was on stage transitioning into the next part, I'm like,
There's
There's that
come on,
difference in like
man.
there's a difference in like some of the people. They're like, I know what you want to see. Mm-hmm. You don't give a fuck what I say or look like, or like you just want to see what we're gonna put out.
Yeah.
But then you have like probably Nintendo. I didn't actually get to watch the conference of Nintendo.
Oh, the
'cause I was
Nintendo
at work.
conference, the showcase was so fucking cheesy, and it
Well,
was
I was
very Japanese.
hilarious.
Well, I was at works, but I did look up the information. But you know, they're probably like, you know what, we're gonna sell it, and like,
Hey, I have a master
showmanship.
sword in my hand. How did this get here?
it's just
She.
Sony doesn't have like Sony doesn't at least it did. I know they have it, but at this E3 they didn't have a strong body like Phil Spencer or even like
Sean Layton.
Reggie Fils-Aimé.
Yeah.
He just wasn't. He just didn't seem all that excited to be there.
Sean Layton is no Jack Trenton. I like Jack Trenton a lot. He was a great figurehead for Sony.
I'm not saying put Kevin Butler back out there again. Well, all I'm saying is you are ahead in the console wars. You were doing everything right as far as pushing out exclusives go.
Yeah.
Try to be a little excited about that.
Yeah.
You mean,
Yeah.
it's like I said, Sony could have walked out on stage, farted into the microphone, and would have been fine.
Yeah, and showed games, and that's it.
Showed games, and for me personally, I mean, the games they showed were awesome.
Yeah. They did.
But they just
Yeah,
he
they
was
showed
just so uninspired.
Yeah, so Uncharted Lost Legacy looks really good. It looks a lot big. It seems that game is just growing bigger and bigger and bigger, and almost is going to be a standalone. And I know it was a standalone DLC, but I thought it was going to be a big chunk of DLC. But apparently, it's turning out to be almost as big as Uncharted 4. It looks
like a
massive.
full-length game.
Yeah,
It looks like a full-length game.
yeah. It looks like a 8 to probably 12-hour game, and that's a pretty good length for an Uncharted game.
Yeah,
It really is.
yeah.
So then they showed the Gorilla logo. Gorilla, if you don't know, Killzone, Horizon Zero Dawn.
And more Horizon Zero Dawn's not a bad
Yeah,
thing.
they showed-
I'll be more than happy to throw money at them for more.
Yep.
more Horizon. Excuse me.
They showed Horizon Zero Dawn, The Frozen Wilds. That's what it's
this year,
called.
right?
Yep, 2017. It's story DLC for Horizon. It looks like it takes place after the game is completed. I guess it'll probably pick up after you've beat the game.
You gotta fight that fucking monster from Lost.
It looks like it's some kind of giant mountain, and there's like some crazy. Everything's frozen. It looks like a whole bunch of robot dinosaurs and stuff.
All I know is it's more Aloy, and I'm all for it.
Yeah,
All for it.
right there. I saw it, and that presentation though, they had the snow falling down though in the theater, and I was like,
They did do that. They
This is
they
pretty
really
dope.
tried to give like the whole room
yeah.
Right.
the theatrical.
It seems like they blew their
Feeling.
load in the first half.
Yeah. Then they showed
Blew
Days.
it all on the sand.
Then they showed Days Gone. No release date.
Early 18.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, early
Yeah.
18. Days Gone looks like a mix between Horizon Zero Dawn, all stealthy, creeping around, mixed with The Last of Us and Sons of Anarchy. That's yeah.
You want to know what vibes I have when I saw him riding that thing? I got vibes from Retribution, Ride to Hell.
No. No.
I'm like, well, hopefully the game's better than that.
So yeah, they showed Days Gone. They showed a big vertical slice of a big cut of the game. It
gonna-
looks cool.
I'm gonna have to get my hands on it to see if it gets too repetitive. That seems like oh no, another horde.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, I wonder how it's gonna be. Like, it seems cool because it's like you can come across these different obstacles and you can tackle them a whole bunch of different ways. But like you said, could it get repetitive? Could it get boring? Could it get old? Stale. It's a possibility.
Am I still gonna get in bar fights?
Then they showed Monster Hunter World.
First Monster Hunter game on Sony platform since 2011.
Yeah, there wasn't since the PSP, I think.
And to be clear, this is coming to both Xbox and PlayStation as well.
I believe
that.
so. Yeah.
Confirm that. Yeah. Part of me leads me to believe that this might kind of. I don't want to say it's a half-assed Monster Hunter port because
It looks better than Cross or XX or whatever.
visually wise, yeah. But I mean, as far as like the features and mechanics and the gameplay, they've never been one to really go out of their way to do like a multi-platform style.
Yeah, no, their gameplay is Monster Hunter. Like if you played a Monster Hunter like gameplay wise,
Well-
other than making the controls a little tighter and stuff like that, it's kind of the same.
My friend said this one's an open world Monster Hunter.
Okay, it seems
Well,
cool.
he's
a big fan of Monster Hunter, or?
he's got like all of them. I think
Okay.
that has come out.
I mean,
But there's one coming for the Switch, and I'd probably rather get that so I can play it anywhere.
Exactly.
I can play
That's
it
what I was going
anywhere.
to say. It's just, I'm so stoked for
Isn't-
this one.
Isn't that like the stories?
No. That was
what
a
am I thinking
3DS. I think it's
You are-
Monster Hunter
you are thinking
Double
of-
Cross.
You are thinking of stories, but the
Okay.
one he's mentioning is Double Cross.
Yeah, I showed you the special edition. The first bundle
Oh, yeah.
for the Nintendo Switch dropped, and it was the Monster Hunter special edition one,
And it went instantly.
it looked like the same fucking thing, just with a dumbass Monster Hunter squiggly thing on it.
Doesn't matter
On the
because it
dock.
sold out instantly.
Yeah, because no one can fucking buy Switches.
Well, I mean, Monster Hunter is fucking huge in Japan.
Oh, in Japan,
That's
yeah.
why it makes no sense to do like an Xbox release unless they're trying to push it over here. Because, come on, who in Japan has an Xbox?
Very few, I would say. Very few.
No one's going to buy the Xbox version of that game.
Yeah, I don't know. And then the only surprise I had at the Sony conference, Shadow of Colossus.
Hell,
Yeah, that's
Being
awesome.
remade by Blue Point. They do fantastic remakes and remasters.
that is my favorite
Yeah.
Team Ico game.
Absolutely, I agree.
As long as they update the controls, make it play like a
It's
modern
fine.
game,
I'll still get it.
it looks so good. I mean, Shadow of the Colossus back in the day on the PS2, it looked gorgeous.
when it came out, I was like, holy fuck, this game is pretty.
The game has aged decently well too.
Yeah.
Because
It has.
They put it out on PS3 with Ico, but I was like, it still looks good. Not too much was changed on it. And I'm like, yeah, this game's still amazing.
Yeah.
Such a good game. Timeless classic.
It looks so good. So good.
I'm like, how do you make this game, but your other two games are just giant escort missions?
It's just that they're that studio, man. That one-off studio, I guess.
Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. They didn't say when Shadow of Colossus was coming out. I think it said
The Mega Man
sometime in
fan of me is
2018.
fucking crying on the inside about how much love this game is showing. You know, it's got Mega Man X in it,
Zero's in it.
Zero in it.
Sigma.
Not just
the
Sigma,
the
but
bad guy
Ultron
is Ultron Sigma.
It just looks so fucking cool.
When you get home,
Well, I
you need to
just assume-
download this story. That's what I was going to say. There is that's coming out. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, September the 19th. They show a bunch of stuff.
Isn't that available now?
And there is a story demo available now. By the time you're listening to it, it's available. I'm downloading it. I'll check it out. And we'll probably talk about it at some point the next time we record.
Yee.
So they showed that. Then they showed Call of Duty World War II,
Give me Zero.
November the 3rd. They said Zero. Zero was infected.
Yeah.
I know,
It
but
looks-
I'm like, Zero's always been my boy.
yeah.
Who do you think I got my name from?
You my girl.
Oh shit,
Zero's
that's
a boy. Ah.
You my girl, Zero. I'm a boy. Oh, damn.
Yeah, so it looks. Yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite looks fantastic.
see
Looks
his
really, really
nipples,
good. Then you show Call of Duty World War II or WW2.
Next, yeah.
It's
a war
Call
game.
of Duty, and it's Call of Duty. I may check it out. Probably won't. So
Grant McClure, you have way too much shit to play this year. You
I
play
will
that
check
piece
it.
of shit.
If I buy any shooter this year, it will be Battlefront 2.
You probably
That will be the only shooter I buy, other than Destiny 2, which I will probably be playing this shit out of it.
me with you
Yeah.
this time.
And apparently Chris will probably be getting it, and his brother. So we'll probably be playing some Destiny 2.
Hopefully, yeah.
maybe we can. We're gonna try to make. We're gonna make a GOGO
With-
clan. We're gonna make fuck GOGO clan and like a flag and shit.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
we
can try it.
So, of course, Destiny is going to be across all platforms,
yes.
but special raids and I believe
Yeah, and strikes
skins.
stuff. Yeah, that's in it.
PS4.
Gonna run through. They showed PlayStation VR. They showed Skyrim VR. They showed a game called Star Child. They didn't go into the detail of it. It looked like some weird, crazy indie game with I guess you're a little character in the opening thing, and I guess you get in a giant, and somehow I don't know. Then they showed Supermassive had 2 games. They showed 2 games, 2 VR games. Supermassive made Until Dawn. So they had The Inpatient, which looked like a creepy horror game, like you sitting
Yeah, I
down
saw
in a
that.
psychology chair and talking. I don't own a VR. Probably won't get one unless the price is
I
right.
could take what I would spend to get a VR and get a Switch,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I
There
think
you
that's
go.
more.
you will get more.
I
out of
think
it,
that's a
yes,
more
yes.
valid purchase.
I agree.
They also showed Bravo Team, which is like a shooter, VR shooter. Then they showed Final Fantasy Universe. You can fucking fish in VR and stuff. And I'm like,
that Final
what
Fantasy
the?
game no one ever asked
That's
for.
all it is.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Look at this big one. I'm like, oh, sucks. And it's like I was laughing my ass off when it showed that because it's all like, he's like, whoa, whoa. I'm like, is that a hard fish to catch?
You thought Final Fantasy VII 15 remake? That announcement surprised people. No, that announcement surprised people.
Yeah, and it's coming September the 27th.
Yeah, I was like-
or 2017. It's
I was
coming
like
around.
laughing. I was just sitting there. Nicole's like, "What is this?" I was like, "I guess it's a fucking fishing game."
Yeah,
I was like, hey, Holly, Grant's going to be all over that just because there's Final Fantasy in the title.
no, nope. I was like, what?
I mean,
is this?
as much as I'm laughing at it, there are friends of mine that have been like, "Dude, I've spent so much time fishing in that game." I'm like, "There's more to do in the game."
I have fished.
Right.
It's cool. I mean, I like the fishing, but
That's one of the few trophies I don't have.
like that is like the
I
first
lack-
thing
I
my
like 3
friend
trophies.
was the first thing my friend maxed out was fishing.
Huh.
He's like, I was fishing for like 3 hours. I was like, why? Oh no, you could like go spelunking or some shit.
Then they
Like you
showed
can go play the game.
You can play the
they
game
showed a
for
game.
3 hours.
The producer is called Polyarch, and they have a game called Moss. And I do not. It looks. I don't remember exactly. It looked pretty. I don't remember what it was about. So I guess next
With the mouse?
Moss. It's called Moss.
With the little mouse?
Was that with the mouse guard kind of thing?
It's drawing a blank for me.
Like the little,
Yeah.
like
Yes, it was. Yeah.
and you look down and you were like
It was the
face.
VR. It was another VR game. Yeah,
Yeah.
Moss. That's what it was. And then
I was like, this would be a really neat game if you just played as the mouse, not some VR bullshit.
yeah.
It's like, we're in that one.
The next, and then they showed God of War. Release date of early 2018.
Yeah. So, March.
But they showed a big cut, a big vertical
Yeah,
slice of the game.
they
It
really
looks
did
really good, and you play alongside your son.
It seems the story's really, like, they're bringing attention, like, oh, this is different than...
yeah, Kratos isn't an
than the
angry
gods
piece of
you
shit
dealt
who just
with.
wants to kill things.
He, like, I liked how he saw, like, the pot that had him on it.
Yeah,
I was like, ooh, this is going to be some...
yeah. I like Norse mythology, so
I never really cared for God of War games. I guess I liked them okay. I played through them, but this one actually looks really cool.
Yeah.
This one looks really fucking cool.
yeah. Kratos has a story other than just destroying all the gods.
Right,
It's like,
exactly.
what do you do with a guy who wants revenge for so long and then he gets it, then what?
Yeah.
That's kind of probably
Yeah.
what they're going for.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna find out.
Yeah. I mean, I'll get it.
I'm calling it now March.
Oh, yeah.
2018 March.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's always
probably.
in March. It's always.
Exactly, but they're like early 2018. So
Like
you
you
mean March.
motherfucker, yeah, and it looks like it's really far along. Like that game looks very far along. So far along in development, like it's getting close to
What
coming
was
out.
that one
so.
game? I can't remember. It's like something gods is in the title,
I don't know.
and it's about you showed me the trailer. It was like the weird bird with the skull head, and you're like walking through the snow, and there's the wolf. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
No, I don't remember. I don't remember.
It's like Prey is in there too.
Oh, they had to change their name. I remember.
Did they?
When Prey came out, they had to change their name. It's called like Prey of the God or something. Prey
Something
of the Gods.
like that. I was surprised I didn't see anything.
And they
about
had to
that.
change
That
it.
would have been cool to see. On
So
there.
then they showed Detroit Become Human. Looks
Finally, yeah.
gorgeous. Looks awesome, and I'll probably play it. I'm a big fan of what I didn't like. I did not like the one with Ellen Page in it.
Beyond Two Souls.
I did not. I wasn't a big fan of Beyond Two Souls.
So you liked Heavy Rain.
I liked Heavy Rain. Yes, probably one of the best games I've played in a long time.
Now you see, I'm not like that in the sense that I didn't like either game.
I didn't like any of them.
Yeah, I like.
I love adventure games, like
Yeah.
what Telltale games can accomplish, but I don't. I
So
don't
what
know.
you're saying is you loved Indigo Prophecy.
No, not that one.
That game was so bad.
Sorry,
Then-
I just don't have enough time for Dayton in my life.
The thing
Got plenty of other games where I got plenty of other games to play, and the last thing I want to do is play Dayton all day.
I'm just not a fan of like most of those games, just because I don't feel like it's a game.
Yeah.
I'm like,
How about this? You could play it and tell us how it is.
All right.
Okay.
I will. I probably will.
Okay.
I'll probably actually see some of it.
Yeah, just let us know how that is.
That one does look a bit more interactive, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I do like the concept, the plot behind
It
that
is
one.
really-
But
That's
because
really
there's
cool.
like 3 different
'Cause
stories. They have.
Robots are sweet.
Yeah, they introduced the robot story, I guess, the androids, and they're trying to bring part the android like uprising, the android revolution, and also last year they showed like the detective and trying to figure out he's a cop, but his partner's an android, and they're trying to figure out who's doing what and all this other stuff, similar to Heavy Rain. You know how you had the 3 different stories that
Yeah.
would mismatch back and forth. They showed Destiny 2. It's coming out September the 8th, not 6th. It's coming out September the 8th.
Day before my birthday.
Yeah. And they showed a new trailer for that. Looks really cool. I like Destiny. I'm not going into it. We have a whole big episode about it that you can watch it. Jake and I talk about it. Then Spider-Man. They showed a big vertical slice for Spider-Man 20,
Yeah.
and it's coming out 2018. Looks dope.
Looks awesome.
It does look dope.
Apparently, Spider-Man is Miles Morales Spider-Man. It's not Peter Parker.
I saw that. I was like,
Yeah.
because it was like, hey, Miles. I'm like, let's see what you're doing.
No, well, at the end of it, they do like the big. At the end of Sony's press conference, they had the big sizzle
Yeah.
reel and showed everything they showed, and at the end of it, it had like
The helicopter.
Yeah,
in the webs.
helicopter hiding between, being held between the two buildings, and the dude taking a selfie, and it said, he goes, "Nice one, Miles," or something like that.
It looks gorgeous.
Oh yeah, it looks so good. Lots of QuickTime events though, which
The fighting style reminds me a lot of Batman.
yes, very much Arkham.
But you're fucking Spider-Man, which
Yes.
is really I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
Yes, and last but not least, probably the press conference that saved E3.
Yeah.
in some opinion.
Yeah.
I think Devolver Digital won. it.
And if that's not your opinion's wrong.
You haven't watched Devolver Digital.
You know,
That's true.
Devolver didn't really.
No,
give
they didn't
much-
show shit, but it was
they
incredibly
showed
entertaining.
Ruiner looked amazing.
From
but
what you all
it
have
just-
told me.
it's just fun.
From what you all have told me, it serves to add a lot of comic relief to an E3 that desperately needed.
yeah,
I think we should show you after this. It's 15 minutes.
yeah. Well, maybe wait. Well, we'll see. So, Nintendo, they showed ARMS, and they showed like a sizzle reel of what was coming out 2017 this
The
year.
ARMS tournaments, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
they're doing an ARMS tournament. Splatoon,
Arms, Splatoon, and Pokken.
yeah, Pokken DX.
Poking that ass.
But they also one cool thing they announced was fucking Rocket League for the Switch. I was like,
Yeah, people
all right,
were
Fucking
been asking
dope.
for that since the thing was announced. Didn't see the reason not to do it. So
Yeah.
I can totally see that being like super addictive, fun. Just like hey,
On the go.
you
Oh,
guys-
yeah, pick up
that
and
would
play
be
like
the
crazy.
reason You're like, you guys got Wi-Fi?
yeah. And not only that, you're getting exclusive Nintendo skins, cars, and
Yeah,
other such
hats and
things
shit, yeah.
inside Rocket League, and that's awesome.
Yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. They showed that. It looks really good.
Surprised that wasn't delayed. Truthfully,
Holiday 2017.
yeah, I fully
Which they
expected that to be
haven't
delayed.
put a solid release date on it, so it could be.
We saw American voice actors today, extensive American voice actors today. So
yeah. And then Nintendo Treehouse. Nintendo's going to be announcing stuff for the next like 3 days because today theirs was Monday, and E3 continues on till Thursday, I think.
yes,
Yeah, Thursday, I believe, because this is actually when the show floor opens for everyone.
Yeah, this was
today.
What the press conferences ended today.
Yes.
So like now you all get to go play our games.
Yeah, now you can go play it and every all the normal people. They actually open
Getting
the doors
all
because
the nooks and crannies.
if you got a ticket and you're one of the 1,500 people who got a ticket to E3, you can go in and play. So you're gonna be waiting in line, and I'm sorry, it's gonna suck.
doesn't sound very fun.
No.
It's like, hey, let's
No.
go to Disneyland. This sucks.
All right,
I'd rather go to dude. Fucking that'd be the time to hit up Disneyland. You won't have to wait in so many lines.
We should all just go to
In
PAX.
Anaheim, I want to so bad.
Go to Seattle.
Or Boston. Boston's closer. Yeah, baby.
anywho,
So, yes. Xenoblade Chronicles, Holiday 2017. Kirby. It looks cool. It was like a
It's-
4-player co-op thing. All they said was Kirby.
yeah,
I don't-
2018.
I like Kirby as much as the next guy who grew up through the 90s likes Kirby.
Yeah.
Was it the Dream All-Star Collection that we all had on Super Nintendo?
Superstar Saga.
Yes. I mean, that's the only Kirby I really ever played besides like Kirby on
Kind-
Game Boy.
It's kind of the only one you need.
Yeah, or the Kirby on Game Boy.
I
Kirby and the
I had Kirby like on Game Boy.
Yeah.
When it came with my Game Boy.
the first boss you fought was the apple tree.
Kirby's Adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, Kirby 2018, then more pocketing DX.
Sucking
then
stuff up, spitting out with great force.
Yeah, and then
Why not?
nonchalantly they dropped 2 fucking bombs. Like nonchalantly is anything. Like the most just like, hey guys, we got something cool happening. We are actively working on a Pokemon game, a true title, like true Pokemon.
Well,
game
like what you've been asking for 20 years.
for the Switch.
A standalone for the Switch.
Yeah.
Yep. So that
They did like no, and then it cuts and it does the most ridiculous teaser I've not ridiculous as in not oh my god, but ridiculous as in it's just a fucking cloud storm, just a fucking storm, just clouds,
just clouds. Just
and then you see the Samus S, and then it just says Metroid Prime 4 now in development. And
finally,
you're like, what the fuck?
finally.
Holy shit!
Oh my
Wait.
god.
Oh, but wait, there's more.
Oh wait, yes, there's more.
Yeah, and then in the Nintendo Treehouse, once the whole thing was over, they dropped another bomb.
That is coming out this September.
Metroid 2, or what I think it's just called Metroid Return of Samus.
Metroid Samus Returns. Yeah.
Samus Returns, yeah.
They
3DS.
say a reimagining is what they said.
God,
Basically, it's a remake, yeah.
But it looks fucking dope.
it really does.
And I've wanted a Metroid game for so long.
Yeah.
The last, Metroid Prime? Or has there been some 3DS games of Metroid?
Well, we
since
don't.
then?
Well, we don't talk about Federation Force.
Yeah, or Other M.
Yeah, so it's been about 10 years. If you don't include those, yeah, it's been 10 years.
Yes. Then they're like, yeah, they drop those 2 bombs, and you're like, okay. I mean, they don't have to do really anything. They could have literally shown Reggie and a microphone drop, and it was 5 minutes in the conference, and they could have had another 25 minutes of dead air. They
Yeah.
could have. I mean, they could have just been like, Metro Prime 4, bitch. And then
I went to
that was it.
I went to load NeoGAF right after they announced it, and they crashed NeoGAF. They crashed some NeoGAF for them when they
The
did
gaff
that.
crashed.
I was like, oh boy.
They could have just had somebody in a Samus helmet fucking a watermelon on stage for the rest of the show, and you're like, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, gonna have another.
Yeah.
We're all out of fruit.
Then Yoshi 2018. I'm like, yeah, look.
Like, how do you follow up Metroid? So
I don't know, but the game didn't look good. Like,
guys
it really
like
didn't.
Yoshi?
I mean, visually it looked good.
I'd love to see like Yoshi's Island.
I want
or
to see. Yeah,
something.
that way while I was watching it. Chris had already watched it, but I was watching, taking notes, and I was like, dude, where's my Yoshi's Island? Like, where's Yoshi's Island? Like, where's Baby Mario riding on Yoshi's back? I mean, where's that at? And didn't they do Yoshi's Island?
Did you
2?
buy that when it came out on 3DS?
No.
No.
No,
Moving
I'm
on,
sorry.
Grant.
I didn't play. I don't have a 3DS anymore.
I do.
Say,
don't really
well, you
care.
didn't buy you didn't buy
I have-
you didn't buy it. They gave it to you and you
I
didn't
have
buy it.
I played my Vita a lot.
Still
I
have
didn't
your
play. I know. I don't have my 3DS anymore. I need to charge
I'm
my
just saying,
Vita.
they gave
I
you-
would play my Vita.
they gave
I
you
would
what
play
you asked
Persona
for.
5 through remote play
I've done that. I did that a little bit.
but I've got to find my charger for my Vita because I was charging it and then I unhooked it because I was charging it through USB and then I don't know where that part went to, so I got to find it somewhere.
Oh, proprietary chargers.
Yeah. The old OG Vita has the proprietary charger with that gorgeous OLED screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on. Fire Emblem Warriors.
Yeah, cool.
I mean, it's cool.
More
It's
Fire Emblem fan service.
Yeah, Koei Tecmo, right? Tecmo Koei, whatever you want to call
Yeah.
them. It's a Muso, of course. The sport Fire Emblem. There's Warriors. They're pushing that Fire Emblem shit in the in America.
Yeah, I feel like that's
hard,
like coming out like every year.
hard. So,
I guess that's good.
and then they showed Zelda Trial of the Mountain Zelda DLC, and that introduction was super cheesy. That's what the whole. Oh, hey, I've got a Master Sword in my hand. Where did it come from? And he sticks it in the ground, like he's sticking it in the altar, and then it shows the.
And more Breath of the Wild just simply isn't a bad thing.
Yeah.
Much like more Horizon Zero Dawn, more Breath of the Wild
Yep.
not a bad thing.
And then they showed the second DLC that's coming out. It's called Champions Ballad, and they also showed amiibos for the champions for Breath of the Wild. I was like, that's cool.
Back to Metroid, they did announce Metroid line of amiibos as well, but a Samus and a Metroid amiibo for
Cool.
for Samus Returns.
All right, cool. And this is about wrapping up Nintendo. It was a short one. Mario and Rabbids again. They
Yeah,
showed
more rabbits.
and then they ended it.
I love that. I love the Metroid one.
They ended it with a big vertical slice of Super Mario Odyssey, and
God, does that look good?
it looks sweet. It looks
So good.
awesome. I can throw my hat and I can turn into a Goomba. I can turn into a motherfucking Goomba.
But most importantly, it is the return of Butt Mario.
Yeah, it looks really good. The mechanic. Apparently, we were watching the Treehouse, and the creator of Mario and stuff. That whole, what do they call it? The switch mechanic, not switch mechanic, but trip or some kind of mechanic that they with the throw the hat and you turn into whatever object it hits on.
Yeah.
that was a prototype mechanic that they were just messing around with, and they made a game like with 2 hours, and they started messing with it and playing with it, and they're like, oh my god, this is cool, seems really fun. And that's the whole premise of, that's one of the main gameplay mechanics that Mario Odyssey is based on.
And it looks so good.
It looks really cool.
It looks good.
You can throw your hat and be a Goomba, you can be a dinosaur.
I'm gonna go check all these things out when I get home because I went from work
to here.
to here.
So
I
you didn't get to see that.
That's
It looks really good. And it comes out 2017 this year.
See, I have to move in like a month. And then after that, I'm getting a Switch.
All right.
I want one.
Yeah. You'll get one. I mean, they're sure they've been selling out like crazy still. So
Yeah.
we're gonna wrap it up. Last and final thoughts of E3 2017.
Very disappointing. Well, I don't want to say very, but it was a disappointing
It was
E3
It's
until
sparse.
I think it was solid.
until Nintendo showed what they had to show today.
Yeah, I think it's
I'm
been.
not saying Nintendo saved the show, but the games that they announced were the ones that we were looking for. We were hoping that was what.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
agree.
What was going
Because
to be
yeah,
a
a lot
Nintendo
of
showcase.
a lot of Microsoft's, I just didn't really care. Well, I mean, some of the games looked really good, but they're
the only
also,
thing I thought was cool was that Porsche.
But I don't. I have no reason to buy an Xbox. They never sold it to me.
Yep, same here.
You had a reason was Scalebound, and you bought one, and then they canceled
canceled it,
Scalebound,
so-
and then you fucking sold it.
Never again will I get burnt.
That's something that bothered me as well. Not a one presser or event did we see Platinum Games.
Yeah, maybe they're working on something.
Sony, a lot of their stuff has already been. It's like, yeah,
A
this is-
Bayonetta 3. Oh, I forgot to mention Beyond Good and Evil 2 at Ubisoft's.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, you can sign up for the Space Monkey program on their website. It's been crashed. I haven't checked it today, but when they announced it, it just
But
went up in flames.
on PlayStation
So
side,
they went-
a lot of the stuff they've already said is going to come out, so they're just redoing that.
Right.
A lot of the
Their big titles have already came out this year. I think they're in a situation where they've never came into an E3 like this. Where a lot of
don't
their-
forget, we're here.
Yeah.
I'm like, no one's
Well,
gonna
you talking about
forget,
Sony?
dude. Yeah.
It's like, we get it. You really don't have much at the end of this year.
No,
but
I mean,
but that's okay because you
Horizon.
Destroyed the beginning of
you
the
have
year.
just released the largest quantity of exclusive games that we have seen this generation.
What I'm seeing,
Yeah, my wallet is now recovering,
What
and it
I'm-
was all like February, March, and it was April, May, June.
We'll come August, and it's just going to get worse from there.
No, I mean, there's nothing
I
I'm
like
really
seeing-
super excited for that's coming
I
out.
do agree that Nintendo probably has the best looking thing, and I
Mm-hmm.
I like that they're like, we are recovering from our bad decisions, and like they're making their comeback with Switch
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and everything.
Sony they've changed, man. Like when they first announced the PS4 and like we were on a losing battle and we are like games, we're gonna get this, we're gonna knock this out. Now they've got a big inflated ego again, and maybe when the PlayStation 5 drops, they're like, hey, it's $4,000. It's okay. You'll get another second job to buy it.
Whatever,
Like
you'll buy it. Fuck you, right?
yeah. No. So your final thoughts, Jake. You have anything else to say?
No, like
Okay.
Nintendo was the strongest contender there
Yeah.
this year, and Devolver Digital.
All right.
Keep doing what you do because that was amazing.
I'm pretty much with him. Nintendo had the best showing by far. Microsoft had a really good showing, but the two that have had great showings consistently with Bethesda and Sony, I feel like they're getting a little too comfortable.
Yeah.
They're
They're
getting a little too comfortable.
agreed. Yeah.
yeah.
Bethesda's, I thought presentation was really cool with the whole Bethesda land and everything. I was like, this is kind of getting.
But like I
getting
said, there
cool.
was no reason for that to be a presentation.
No,
They could
no.
have very easily done like a direct style with that.
Yeah, agreed. I thought all in all, I think the whole conference, all the press conference, the showcases were solid. They weren't fantastic. They weren't mind blowing, but they were good. Other than EA's when they brought on
Notice how
talent.
none of us brought EA up.
When EA brought on streamers and people on Twitch and YouTubers, they brought them on as talent and to discuss games and show off games. Boy, was it bad. It was bad. That's all I got to say about that. But all in all, solid. I think it was pretty good E3. Not as good as last year's. But we've got Gamescom to look forward to. Tokyo. Oh, Kingdom Hearts. 3 was also that a trailer was dropped there. You can watch it on
Yeah,
YouTube.
you also got a dick tease there.
Yeah. And they're supposed to be talking about more at, is it GDC? Or Tokyo Game Show.
Didn't get
in
enough.
July
Didn't get enough.
15th.
Didn't get enough teasing with that trailer. Well, guess what? Next trailer next month, you're gonna get even more.
Yeah,
teasing.
it's sometime in July the 15th they're going to show more. So, yeah, you know. Okay. So, yes. Hopefully this has been informative. You enjoyed. You liked what we say. So tell us what you think below in the comments. And just you can tell us on Twitter, each individually. Brigadoon564, ArcDrac, and Maverick Hunter J.
And from the bottom of our hearts, thank you, base Nintendo God.
Yes.
That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. But so, yeah, I mean, like you said, I think it was good. Please like, subscribe, share. Check us out. Game Over Game On. We're all over the place. Podcast services around the globe. Just search Game Over Game On. Our RSS feed is on Podbean if you want to go there. You just Google us. Go to Twitter. Go to Facebook page. Like there. Follow the group. All that good stuff. You can go to GameOverGameOn.com for all this shit that I'm telling you. But it's been a habit to tell you all this other stuff. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for doing what you do. It's been episode 90 of Game Over Game On.
Yeah.
Love, peace, and chicken grease. I'll see you next time. Bye. Peace, baby.
Bye.